Hey guys, it's Catherine, and I'm back today with our final lesson on how to create your very own digital planner. If this is the very first video that you're watching and you want to know how I created all of this using Keynote and Adobe Illustrator, check out the video description and I'll link to the playlist that contains all of these lessons. So in today's final lesson, I'm going to show you how to save your planner as a PDF and how you can reduce the file size of your planner so that it's much less likely to lag once it's in a digital planning app. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to save this planner. So right now we're in Keynote and here's everything that we've done. Here's our entire planner, and the planner that I designed throughout this course, it has 87 pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to File, and I'm going to click on Export To, and I'm going to select PDF. So I like to save mine as the best quality because quality is very important to me and it's important to a lot of people. And especially if you're selling these planners, you want your planner to have the best quality. So I've selected best, and now I'm going to click on next. So I'm going to click this down arrow right here, and I just want to save this under this folder, and I'm just going to call this the NTA planner. And I'm going to click on export. So now that's exported as a PDF, and when I go pull it from my folder, it's right there, but I'm going to pull it from the folder. Here it is, and I can select it, and here's the entire PDF. And even when I view it this way, these links still work, see? So that's pretty cool. And then I can scroll through it. So anyway, I'm on a Mac, so if you're using a Windows computer to check the file size, it's probably a little bit different than this, but I know there has to be a way to check the file size on a Windows computer. On a Mac computer, you can just hold down your control key and then click on the file and then click on Get Info. And that tells you your file size. The size of this planner is 22 megabytes, which actually isn't that bad. That's not bad at all. I've had planners that have been like 70 megabytes, and I feel successful when I get them down to 22 megabytes and they don't lag. You may not want to reduce the size of your planner if it's only 22 MB, but I always feel like it's better to reduce it if you can, even if it's a small file size, just because the smaller the file size, the less space it takes up on a tablet or an iPad. So I'm going to show you two different websites that you can use to reduce the file size of your planner, but keep the quality. So the first, it may or may not work, because I've had one planner where it significantly reduced the file size, and I've had another planner where it actually increased the file size. So the first website that I'm going to show you, that's why I'm showing you this one first. It may or may not work. I'm going to link to it in the video description, and it's always worth a shot. So this first website is called lightpdf.com, and here's what the homepage looks like. So I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm going to click on Compress PDF. So then I need to pull my file from my folder, and here it is, and it takes just a minute to upload it, and now it's compressing. Okay. So you see, I guess this rounded my megabytes down just a little bit. This is telling me that it reduced it from 21 megabytes to 18.6 megabytes. So now I'm going to download the compressed PDF. Okay, so on my computer, it instantly pulls up whatever I download if I'm on Safari. So this is now the compressed PDF, and you can see that it still has really good quality, and the file size is a few megabytes smaller. So now I'm going to show you what I like to do after this step. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this website called I Love PDF, and this website is great and has always reduced consistently the file size of my planners. So I'm on this website now. I'll link to this in the video description as well. This is the one I recommend over Light PDF, but I always check Light PDF first, like I was saying, to see if I can reduce it just a little bit, and then I come to I Love PDF to reduce it as much as possible. So from the home screen, I'm just going to click on Compress PDF, and it automatically optimizes for maximal PDF quality like it says right here. So I'm going to click on select PDF, and I'm going to go ahead and run the version 2 planner through since that's the one with the smaller file size already with good quality. So down here you can see that it's been uploaded. It's 18.6 MB. And I want to save this with less compression because quality is more important than compression. So I'm going to select less compression because it says high quality, less compression. And then I'm going to click on compress PDF. So that reduced it from 18.6 megabytes to 8.93 megabytes, which is great. And now it's downloaded. So this is the new compressed planner. And look, you can't even tell it's been reduced in file size. It's still really good quality. Like, I'm looking at it on my huge computer screen and it's still really, really good quality. This would be the planner that I would use to sell or to use for personal use in my planner because it doesn't take up a lot of memory. It's a smaller file size, but it's still really good quality. So I'm going to save this to my folder now as version 3. And there it is. That is all you do. So now you would just either sell this planner, you would do whatever you need to do to sell this planner, you would import this planner into your tablet, however you do that, whether it's through Google Dropbox or AirDrop or email or whatever. But this planner is good to go and you can use it just like any other digital planner in the app that you use for digital planning. So that's it. That's how you would reduce the file size of your digital planner, which would significantly prevent lagging. Now, lagging can still happen, depending on how much you write in your planner or put stickers in your planner. Like if you just go crazy putting stickers in your planner and you do all of that in GoodNotes or whatever app you use for digital planning, it may eventually lag, but this planner itself will not lag because it's such a small file size, and lagging just kind of depends on a lot of things, but this planner itself for sure will not lag. So anyway, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I hope you loved all of these lessons. Like I was saying, this is the very last one, but I do love filming these tutorials. So I'm going to film more tutorials on several different things in the future. So make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date and be alerted when I release new videos. Or subscribe to my channel if you're interested in my digital plan with me videos or digital planning tutorials. And check out my website, naptimealt.com, where there's tons of planner related freebies that you can download now.